Alright, so I got that Fairbairn Sykes knife pretty much done. That's a buffalo horn handle that I polished, shaped it, polished it. Brass for the handguard, and then you guys seen the Damascus blade. Really cool. This is probably just going to set on a shelf somewhere. I don't really have a need for it. It was just something that I wanted. I've always liked guns. You've seen me do gun stuff. This was one of them CVA buoys that you put together. It's a kit. My dad bought this for me when I was just, I don't know, probably 12, 13 years old. And I put a deer horn antler handle on it just to make it different from the kit. And that's pretty much all I've ever done with knives, is just, make a new handle like this. This was a blade that was already made. This was a bolster or handguard for, I don't even know where I got it. It was in a drawer. I probably picked it up at a gun and knife show. And I just reshaped it to make it more the shape of the Fairbairn Sykes dagger. But like I said, I had thought about blackening the brass on this, but I kind of like the way the brass looks with the buffalo horn handle. Not much to it. I mean, it really didn't, a couple hours, to do that, but I like it. I did this video because while I was just looking for the bone to make the handle out of, because I knew I wanted to make it out of bone so it was black, YouTube video popped up in my feed of just a beautiful knife a guy did, and I thought, man, I really want to try something like that. So here's a picture of the knife. And you can see on that knife how on the back of it here, he did that engraving with files and that. And it just really got me, really inspired me to try something like that just to see what I could do. I've never done anything like that. Like I said, these right here, this is the extent of my knife work, just doing handles. But growing up, I had carried one of these, I had a bunch of them. I'd lose them and break them, but I carried these around, being a little punk kid from probably the time I was about 13, 14, 15 years old until I was in my mid-20s. Always thought these were cool. You see them in every movie, switchblades. But I ordered a couple of these. They were like 30 bucks. This one actually, the fit on it's pretty good, to the bolsters and that. They not bad. Some of them are real square blocky looking. They don't form down or nothing. I'm going to do to this knife, I'm going to try and use a file to engrave the back strap and that. I'm going to make some different grips out of it. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave the rivets or if I'm going to try and do like that guy does. And it's Right Blade Works that inspired me to do a couple of these. And I just want to do something different. Like I said, I don't want to copy exactly what he did, but I do want to do something really, really close, just because, like I said, it inspired me to play around with these. I haven't done any gun videos because I just haven't found any guns that I really just can't live without, and the few that I want, literally the only thing they would be good for me for is for videos, and I can't justify $1,000, $1,200 for a gun to do a video when, you guys see, I don't make no money at YouTube. I just do this for fun and as a hobby. So I don't know if I'm going to do the spine of the blade. I may try and engrave that, but I'm going to definitely engrave the back here. I'm definitely going to change out the handles. How far am I going to go on this? I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave these bolsters on there with like the finger guard, or if I'm going to do, some without the finger guards. Like I said, I don't know how far I'm going to go on this, but I do know I'm going to do the engraving. So that's kind of where I'm at. This one's done. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. No complaints. Like I said, I don't have any need for this other than I just wanted it. I'm not a knife fighter, not claiming to be or nothing else. It's just, I like guns, I like knives, I like cars, motorcycles, and right now, I just don't have any gun videos to do, unless you guys come up with some ideas, so I'm just playing around doing some knife videos. These things were in every movie when I was growing up. It seems like every bad guy had one of these, and they were just really cool. So hope you guys like this. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, I didn't want to make like, the handle's not exactly like a Fairbairn sykes, but I didn't want it to be exactly. I just wanted it to have that look, to be similar. Like I said, this knife I'm probably, other than sitting on a shelf, I mean, it's probably never going to get used for much of anything, because it's just, it's not really what I would call a hunting knife. I'm not a knife fighter or nothing like that, so, but I do like the looks of them. I think they're cool. The history to them, if you get into reading the history on them, it's pretty cool, and it'll look good sitting on a shelf somewhere like that. Other than that, if let me know what you think. Did it turn out good? Did I screw it up? Let me know. And when I get to working on this, I ordered scales. I'm not going to tell you what I ordered, but I ordered scales to make the grips out of. As I start on it, I may even try, with guns, you can't show like how to work on them and that without getting in trouble. I don't know on knives, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to do the work on this and try and video some of it. I don't know if I'll video all of it. I have no idea how long it's going to take to do this. I have no idea what, if I can do it. I may end up screwing this up and throwing it away, but, $30 knife, who gives a crap? If it screws up, it screws up. It's just, something I want to try and do, something I've never done before, but let me know what you think. If you guys like this kind of stuff, shoot me a comment. Let me know where you're from. It seems like we got people from all over the world, and like I said, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you think. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what you think. Hope everybody has a great day. See you on the flip side.